which of these job did the Sahaba do? What makes your job the responsibility of Allah? Some of the time, it is the only available job because we chose a particular kind of education, a particular job that goes with that education, a particular place where you can find that job. So the job is your God, and that the true God, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, abandons you with that job. Who says you must do a job that will not allow you to worship Allah? Allah did not create you to work. Allah created you to worship. وَمَا خَلَقْتُ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسَ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونَ. Like it or leave it, it is a literal interpretation. Allah wants you to come and worship Him only, and He can feed you. Whether you work or not, if you worship Him properly, He will feed you. We are coming back to that. This kind of attitude makes you to suffer because you are neglecting Allah, you are venerating your work. Allah can give you money and open a channel to waste the money. And so, no barakah. Number two, extreme negligence. Extreme negligence of work. Unfortunately, professional malams are the most guilty of this. They don't work. They sit down and expect Allah to bring clients to them so that they will pray for them, give them ajo, and then they will make money. They will marry 2, 3, 4 wives, and you will not know that it is shaitan that is ruling their life. It is shaitan. Because once in a while, Allah will put them to trial that He puts everybody into. Shaitan will come and tell them how to get out of this trial. They start by using parts of animals. They upgrade to burying whole animal, a cow, a goat, everything, whole animal alive. Then they start Olubasiri. Olubasiri requires 3 parts of a human being. The ear of your head, your fingernails, your toenails, they upgrade to that. Then they start looking for actual human parts. Then they will upgrade to Odin DNA. Most malams are herbalists, they are babalawos, they are devils. Unfortunately, people don't know. They're just like common criminal, babalawo or pastor. They're just the same thing, doing nothing and then making money. Shaitan will now use their life to entice others, to seduce others. One, to attract people to them and attract traffic to their lives. Two, to make people take them as role model. Wọ́n máa wá ròyìn wọn pé wọ́n ṣiṣẹ́, wọ́n ṣàbọ̀, wọ́n kọ́lé, wọ́n ra mọ́tò, wọ́n fẹ́yàwó, wọ́n tọ́mọ school, ọmọ wà nílé ìbò, kíní kan. Nobody asks question. How? How? And they're not going to tell you. Èyí tó wà nínú ẹgbẹ́ àjẹ́ wà, èyí tó wà nínú ẹgbẹ́ mèrè wà, èyí tó wà nínú awo àjọ̀nú wà, èyí tó ń fi àwọn ìyàwó ṣòwò wà. Those wives, they're actually the ATM. Èyí tó fẹ́ àjẹ́ wà, tó yẹ pé àjẹ́ yẹn ló ń fún ní agbára àti owó. Mashallah, extreme negligence of work. It is haram not to work. It is haram not to work. I repeat, it is haram not to work. We are coming back to that. Number 3 on Islamic attitude is to package work as sabab, whereas it is shaitan that is giving you money. I want to start with some of the things you might have observed in the Southwest. Ìyá alákàrà oríta, èló ló ń pa? Èló ló ń pa? Èló ló ń ná? Ẹlọ́kọ̀ òdèrè, olóòjèrè, ilé bí ogún, káàbí igba, òsì lóòjèrè. A woman selling akara at the junction, she has houses, she has buses, taxis. Upon what? Àkàrà yìí náà ṣá, irọ́ ló ń jà náà. Ìyá tó ń ta wóróbo, ó kọ́lé, ó ra mọ́tò, ó ra mọ́ skul. Wóróbo yìí náà ni o. You might have observed it. Alákàrà kéńgbé is just doing one work. Wọ́n kún federal ministries, wọ́n kún state ministries. Iṣẹ́ kan náà lọ́jọ́ ń ṣe. He's just level 12 officer, 3 cars, 4 houses in Abuja, level 12. You start wondering how. There are 3 ways. Ó lọ gbowó lọ́dọ̀ àṣetán, ó fiṣẹ́ bojú. Ó fi èèyàn ṣòwò, ó fiṣẹ́ bojú. Ó lu jìbìtì, is a criminal. Is defrauding with every satanic juju. Àṣegbé tó dájú, ó fiṣẹ́ bojú. Ó wà nínú àwọn lecturers wa. He's just a lecturer, 20 houses, 7 cars, 4 wives. He's just a lecturer. He's just office assistant, 4 wives. That one is very strong in the north here. You start wondering. He goes to a Boka, equivalent of a Babalawo in Yoruba land. He turns his office into ATM. Whoever tries him will die. He must make money. It's a bargain, a covenant between him and Shaitan. So, extreme packaging, satanic and diabolical money making. May Allah save us from this. Whoever is not careful, assumo abere pé báwo lẹ ṣe ń ṣe á dẹ̀ tọ́ ẹ sọ́nà. Fọ̀nà hàn mí, máa tẹ́ǹdì, kán tẹ́ṣẹ́ ń dì. When you ask an Hausa Fulani in the north, what is this? He will say, Rokun Allah, bí belong lọ́wẹ̀, bí belong lọ́wẹ̀. Ogun burúkú, ogun burúkú. Then you say he's a Muslim. Ó ń lọ Mọ́kà, ó ń ṣe sàdákà, ó ń kọ́ ọba ọkọ̀ mọ́ṣáláṣí lórí irọ́. The very worst that Muslims deny is the one that is difficult to believe. You send people on Umrah, on Hajj. You don't have to collect their ihram. Once they perform tawaf, it becomes money for you. Once they do any act of ibadah, it becomes money for you. It's unfortunately true. Very difficult to believe. This is not a Muslim attitude to work. The very worst is begging. Whether you're a professional beggar on the street, or a professional beggar with your phone, you're a professional beggar physically. A shaitan will force you to be a beggar, to collect money from people and render them poor, ruin them economically. This is also very difficult to believe. I just told my people in my mosque, there is There is a place, there is a junction opposite the post office in Gwagwalada. When you go there by 6 a.m., you see the kind of vehicles that will drop the beggars. When you go there 6 p.m. in the night, you will see the kind of vehicles that will pack them, making Sadaka difficult, suspicious. He's a beggar. She's a beggar. There's a young man, a beggar. He has 3 buses on the road. He lives in his own house and he's a beggar. He looks like an imbecile. When I met the first of their type in Agodi in Ibadan, neatly dressed, disabled woman on a wheelchair, multi-millionaire. What does she do? Begging. There are many people who smartly beg every month. If you have been their victim before, the same text message. Every month, same text message. There are Muslims, there are Christians. The more you give them, illa mashallah, the more you go down economically. Nílẹ̀ Yorùbá, wọ́n ń pè ní dídìgbẹ́ fún yàn. Wọ́n fi owó ẹ̀ dìgbẹ́ fún ẹ. They did it to my mother before. That was the first time I had it. Yes, some of the beggars even employ people to beg for them. Okay? Interestingly, it is happening in Europe, in UK, even in US, in Canada. It is happening, begging for a living with diabolical intent. This is not an attitude to work. This is not a Muslim attitude to work. You must not beg. The Prophet discouraged begging in many ways. Let's take a few examples. A person came to beg. He was a young man. The Prophet looked at him, said, I want to send you an errand. He asked him, he gave him money to go to the market to buy an eggs, then rope. When he brought them, he said, take these eggs to the bush, cut firewood, use this rope to tie it. When he came back, he said, take this firewood to the market and sell for me. When he came back with the money, he said, tomorrow, do so again and take the money to your house and use it and spend it. Dignity of labor. Instead of begging. People will now quote a dish that says, even if he's riding on a horseback and he begs, give him. The same person they are quoting says, when you beg, whatever is given to you as sadaqah is the dirty water from the clothes of the giver that you are drinking into your stomach. Is there no other way to discourage begging? That the hand on top is blessed, the hand that receives is not blessed. Did Umar not get the hadith? The alleged hadith. Just keep giving. When he told somebody who was riding a camel and was begging, that person was aware of the fabricated hadith. And he told Umar, give me, because the Prophet said, give. Because Umar was looking at him. He knew what Umar was looking at, that you are riding a camel and you are begging. He said, come down. He came down. He said, are you the owner of the food that this camel is carrying? He said, yes. Did you beg for them? He said, yes. He said, bring it. He gave it to him. He poured the food in front of the camel and waited on the camel finished. When the camel finished, he said, now you can beg. The Prophet said, you beg only to feed for a day. What will make you beg is that you cannot feed for a day. I have a couple of people. Walai, walai, walai. We have not eaten since 3 days. My orphans are dying. Every month, their orphans are dying. The same expression. Can you imagine? So, these are the three un-Islamic attitudes to work. Thou shalt not be like that. So, what are the Islamic attitudes to work? One, work is an act of ibadah because Allah commands it. And you shall not seek unless you strive. وَأَنْ لَيْسَ الْإِنسَانِ إِلَّا مَنْ سَعَى. So when you work, it's an act of ibadah. Two, Allah moderates ibadah with sayu. Surah Al-Jumu'ah. يا أيها الذين آمنوا إذا نودي للصلاة من يوم الجمعة فسعوا إلى ذكر الله وذروا البيع ذلكم خير لكم إن كنتم تعلمون. Oh, ye who believe, when the call to prayer is made on Friday, strive and go straight to masjid. Leave business, leave your work. When it is Allah's time, leave your work. Allah says the same thing in Surah An-Nur, the same thing everywhere. The Ibadur Rahman are those who are not distracted by business, to remember Allah and to worship Him. Allah first. وإذا قضيت الصلاة فانتشروا في الأرض وابتغوا من فضل الله واذكروا الله كثيرا لعلكم تفلحون. When the prayer has ended, don't sit down in the mosque on Friday. Spread to the earth. Look for the fadl of Allah, the favor of Allah. Remember Allah much so that to be successful. How did the Sahaba do that? They went to the Prophet. We don't have shops. We don't have anything to sell. The traders can go and sell. We don't have money to go and buy. The Prophet said, go to the market after Juma. Say, La ilaha illallah, wahdahu la sharika lah, lahul mulku wa lahul hamd, wa huwa ala kulli shay'in qadir. Go around the market, come back home. You have fulfilled this condition. Meaning, you must worship. You must leave work to worship. You must leave mosque to market, to go back to your work. So Islam does not allow extreme veneration of work and extreme negligence of work. There's a balance. Then, work is not the means of success. It's not a suburb for success. Unfortunately, we think when you go to school, you must be successful. You read engineering, you read medicine, you read accounting, you read whatever, you read ICT. These are the courses that will make you successful. It is haram to think like this. There could be sabab, there could be asbab. Allah yabsu rizqa liman yasha wa yaqdir. Allah enlarges provision for whomsoever wishes, not who went to school. Wa yaqdir, he restricted. So, no extreme veneration, no extreme negligence. Otherwise, Shaitan will teach you how to make money without work, like Yahoo, like money ritual. I ask Allah to give us the understanding so that we will be able to live without offending Allah. It is not your work that Allah uses to bless you. It is His own criterion or criteria that He uses to bless you. May Allah accept this as an act of ibadah. Give us the understanding. Forgive our sins. Pardon our mistakes. Overlook our faults. Make us inmates of Al-Jannah. Admit us into Al-Jannah. While we are open to enter Al-Jannah, make our lives easy. Allah, make us be pleased with our condition. Sometimes it is protest against your work. It is not a kind of work that is disturbing you from worshiping Allah, but you just don't like it. It's a particular work you like. You continue to protest as if Allah doesn't know why. Then you enter into trouble. You enter into trouble. Oh Allah, let us be pleased with whatever work you have made us to do, so that we won't be living and working in stress, distress, and so on. May Allah give us the understanding. Engineer Wasido, please look at your private box and respond. Now I'm done. I want to hear your own voice too. I want you to enrich this short presentation and tell me whatever other parts of the Quran we can pick the prophetic marital experience from, apart from the surah that I mentioned. Engineer Idowu, you are co-host now on mute.
Yes. Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Alaikum salam.
Alhamdulillah, may Allah accept the sacrifice. As usual, it might look controversial to some people, but this is the reality. I want to ask, I had 3 personal experience to this problem, especially of professional beggars who are rich, both from within and outside the country. When we were very young, we have a landlord in our area that our Baba, my father, will always tell us to look at him properly. This man will go out in the morning with a very big sack, pretending to be beggar. Go to everywhere where they are doing any celebration, collect food, collect money. But he was a landlord. He will bring all this food home, package them for his family. Eventually, what we were told to observe critically is that eventually he might head up in a very bad mood. And that was what actually happened. Because he was a beggar, he turned his family to depend on all this food that he got from begging. The man, that time, not everybody was, not so many people were so fortunate to be landlords. But through mere begging, he was able to build a house. The second personal experience is this one that I had when I went for Hajj. As we landed in Saudi, especially in Mecca, we saw so many amputees, quote unquote. And one brother was calling our attention, don't give them your money, Gary. They are not amputees. But you see, out of love of Allah and to obey the call of the Prophet, we should give them, even if they were riding camels. So we cut on just giving them 1 riyal, 2 riyal, or whatever. There was a day. It was even an Hausa guy that wanted to prove that those people are not amputees. He just touched the hand and kind of raised the hand up to show us that the hand was complete hand. They only tied the hand to their whatever and make it look as if they were amputees. The same thing for the leg. You will see them sitting down as if they were amputees, whereas they are professional beggars who collect 1 riyal, 5 riyal.
And become rich when they come back to Nigeria. Agbemo. We lost that voice.
Now.
Okay.
I have 3 special numbers on my phone. They beg, they send message regularly, and the message is always the same thing. Please for the sake of Almighty, if there's any chance, favor us with any amount to buy food to eat with children. And they are just 2 account numbers they usually send. Binta Abubakar, Stanbic, and Isa Saidu, Stanbic, FCMB. They have been sending this message for almost 2 years now. They will send it regularly. I don't know where they got my contact. Or maybe because the first time he sent it, I thought it was a genuine thing. And I was able to respond. There's another one you too know, sir, of this man who called himself a driver. He wants to say, what I just need is Gary. Give me money for Gary. But the request is regular and perpetual. So let me just add one addition to the addition I've given us, Imam, to discourage begging, that those who beg, Allah will raise them up on the day of judgment with no flesh on their faces. They will be decoupled. But I'm surprised that personally, even when it comes to Islamic programs, to beg for money to execute programs usually puts me off. Any program you cannot sponsor by ourselves, must we do those programs? So, but we see that today, people will castigate you for not supporting anything they bring up as Islamic program. They will even ridicule you for not supporting, saying that you are not supporting the cause of Almighty Allah. May Allah enrich us. There are so many known needy people around us that they don't even need to beg. If you really want to alleviate the problem of people, there are known people who are really known needy people. So may Allah assist us. That is just my contribution for it or taking our time.
You have really enriched this conversation. Alaikum salam. Yes, we have 15 minutes more. Thank you very much, Engineer Dowu. But you have not advised me. I sought advice. I personally sent a message to you.
I've not seen the message. I'm looking for it. Is it on WhatsApp or?
Is this Zoom?
I will get it.
Click on yourself.
I will get it.
You see the chat. I'm seeking advice whether to talk publicly or not to talk publicly. You know
don't talk about it, sir.
Okay, thank you. Yeah. Thank you very much. Nobody knows about it.
Yes, sir.
But may Allah bless whoever it is.
Amen, sir.
All right, so any other contribution? If there is something that confuses you, let me know. There is nothing like give. Whoever asks, give. There is no hadith like that. It's fabricated. It's fabricated by beggars and malams. They are virtually alagbe lo di afa. Agbe no lo nse lo di afa. It is haram. But they force everybody to accept it. Could I read you? Okay. Can we call National Coordinator to close this program? People are just looking at me this evening. What do I do now? Okay. Professor Zikula Vigani, unmute. Unmute. After that, Murat.
Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Alaikum salam.
Just 2 things quickly. What I don't think we need this to justify that Islam encourages giving sadaqah. There are so many Quranic ayats about giving sadaqah, but it is not, just like you have pointed out, meant to encourage begging, because there are people who actually need, people who are genuinely in need. And the unfortunate thing is that most of these people belong to a family. And the best sadaqah according to is one that is actually given to people who are in your family member. We often neglect our family member and give to people outside. It was like the case of orphanage. I think I recently asked a question that if everybody takes care of their orphan, I don't think we will need the orphanage home. But because everybody has abandoned their orphan, today there are Muslim, in our attempt to Islamize everything too, there are Muslim orphanage homes. So the same thing is, if we all take care of the poor people in our family, give sadaqah to them, perchance the number of beggars, not penal beggars, will probably be reduced. But because we like show off, we often give to people who are genuinely in need in our family. We rather go out and give out and show off. So the need to give and do sadaqah is genuine in Islam, but charity in Islam should start from home. So, two, the second point is that, just like I posted, there was a case of a woman who was arrested in Nigeria. I don't want to mention the town now.
Who has jeep? She's a beggar. She has jeep. She has jeep, and she has people who she employed, more than 4 people who are his employee. And their only job is to go out and beg. She has posted them strategic places where they will stay. They will beg, she will come and she will drive the jeep and park far away. Change her clothes. Unfortunately, she's not even a Muslim. She wear hijab and put up on the head of all her employees. She has 2-story buildings in the popular city in Ibadan that she rented out until a day when one of her tenants saw her and identified her. And the woman said, "What is this?" And she wanted to run. That was how she was arrested. To show, like you have said, avoiding that the money they collect, they will go and give to balawos to make juju for them. That is the worst part of it. So that if you give them money, they will give money to balawos so that you will become perpetually impoverished. This is the unfortunate life we live that makes, how do I put it, sadaqah difficult and questionable. May Allah ease our task.
Amen. Yeah. Professor Nurat. Professor Nurat Abdurrahman. Thereafter, Professor Abdul Fattah Raji. Nurat Abdurrahman, unmute. Professor Lowo Deloni. What happened to Professor Nurat Abdurrahman? While we are looking for Nurat, can we have Professor Fattah Raji? While we are waiting for Nurat to come back.
Assalamu alaikum wa barakatuh.
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Yes, sir. Along Kubani Badar, sir. Actually, I really enjoyed the discourse. I feel I need to just chip you a few words, because distinction between a profession and a reality. Because I want to believe that in the Muslim circle, part of the fundamental point that we have is there's no that supportive mechanism. And genuinely among our brothers, I think we have those who, of course, are genuinely in need, not those that who are professional beggars. From that two angle, we say if at all at least we feel that maybe someone is genuinely in need, I think we are duty bound to respond to those people. And that is why I think, sir, what you need to do now, Imam, sir, the institution of zakat, honestly, we are not making better use of it at all in the Ummah. Because if the zakat is actually fulfilling that mission, I think we shouldn't have, even among our brothers, those who we so desperately need of one or two things. If actually we are trying to make the better judicial use of the zakat, and those who, of course, among the Ummah that we can see, maybe for students that are in need, then we can respond to them. But those of today, among our brothers, so then they can see that they are so naturally they are lazy. They're only just interested, brother, please, I'm in need. Give me 5,000, give me 10,000. I think those people that need to confront them. But genuinely, those who feel that are need, I think there's something bad in for us to respond to their cause. But those who have turned it to a begging, those are the people that we should try to caution. And of course, those people outside, I think, as part of what you have taught us, as part of the Sadaqah, maybe once in a while, at least we see them. After at least we feel maybe 100, 200, I think that one that shouldn't be too much for us to just to part with. That one is not too much. But those, that is the few words I just think I need to just chip into the discourse. I really enjoyed the discourse. May Allah continue to be with you, sir, and preserve and prolong your life for us. Inshallah. Allah sir. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa
barakatuh. Alaikum salam. Let me disappoint you.